The Friends of Laura Secord honored the Canadian heroine this past weekend with the annual Laura Secord Walk. The 32-kilometer trek from Queenston to DeCue House in Thorold recreates the epic journey Laura Secord made to warn troops of an impending attack on June 21st, 1813.
We've got about 100 people registered. We don't know how many will be here or will walk the entire distance. Usually about 50% of the people walk the entire 32 kilometers. Some will choose a shorter distance and take the shuttle bus back.
The Laura Secord Trail is also part of the Trans-Canada Trail. Members of that organization were on hand to participate in the walk.
I walked this trail the first time in 1813 on the 200th anniversary, which was very exciting because there were so many people and it had just been built and put together and it was part of the Trans-Canada Trail. And I remember, there are parts of it that are beautiful and wooded. There are parts that are very urban, and walk through St. Catharines and you think, wow, this is sort of practically by malls, etc. And then a good hike up at the end. And at the end I thought, that's a real hike. That was really a lot of work. You had an appreciation for what Laura did.
Those that took part today were also raising funds for War Child Canada.
Laura Secord was an immigrant. She was a veteran. She was the wife of a wounded veteran. The Secords were refugees fleeing persecution in the U.S. And so we thought that her story kind of parallels victims of war today, and so we thought for this year we would do something a little different and raise funds for War Child Canada.
Well, I'm thrilled to help War Child, which is a wonderful organization. Dr. Samantha Nutt, who founded it, is a wonderful woman, and I think it does a lot of good in the world. So happy to help. I think the connection with the Laura Secord Trail and with Laura Secord that Caroline McCormick put together is logical and sensible, and I think if people are going for a walk, let's do some good with it. So raise money for War Child.
Many of today's participants weren't from the Niagara region. Who came up with the idea to drive down from Guelph today and take part in this?
Laura did.
What was the pack's reaction to that?
Sure.
Did you guys take some time to learn a little bit more about Laura Secord since you're going to be spending the day down here?
A little bit, yeah.
What impressed you about her?
Impressed her that she walked that far. She left at night and just walked, so. Yeah.
Are you going to do the full 32K?
Yes.
So is this more of a running thing for you, or are you a history buff?
Sort of both. Lee and I, we do long distance running. We've been doing it for a few years, and it was sort of a challenge for me when I came here the first time in 2013, see how fast I could do it. So I did it around 5.5 hours. And 2 years ago, it took me over 6 hours, so I'm getting slower.
The trail was officially opened in 2013 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Laura Secord's walk into history.
We've held the walk every year since, except for in 2017 when we were so busy constructing the First Nations Peace Monument. But we'll continue to have this walk every year. The 1 year that we didn't have it, we had people that were just so disappointed. People just love to come and walk in Laura Secord's footsteps, and they come from all over Ontario. I think it's mostly people from out of the Niagara region for some reason, that come down here and just really enjoy this wonderful event.
In Niagara, you're watching The Source.